What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in, I appreciate it. So on today's video I am going to be talking to you guys about the likes and dislikes of the McLaren 720S. So as some of you guys may know, I have owned the car now for a little bit over 4 months, about 4.5 months, and I became pretty acclimated with the car. I'm pretty familiar with it, and I certainly have my share of likes and dislikes about it. So let's get to it. Alright, so the very first thing and the most obvious I would think is the design and the looks of the McLaren 720S. Man, this car is just so beautiful. It has all the right design cues in my opinion. It's bold, it's pretty, it's aggressive, it's conceptual, it's functional. It has all the features that you would want in a supercar. I really think that this car is one of the best looking cars produced under $1 million today. Second thing I want to talk to you guys about is another obvious one, and that is the sheer acceleration of this car. I mean, my goodness, you guys, you have seen it. This car goes 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.3 seconds, 60 to 130 in 5.1 seconds. It does a quarter mile in 9.8 seconds at 144, 45 miles an hour. And keep in mind, that's in positive 2200 density altitude. So the sheer acceleration of this car is absolutely bonkers. All right, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about that I really like about the car is the interior of the car. So I am inside the car right here, and you guys can check out. The first thing I want to show you is this color scheme. This color scheme with black and red. It looks so good, and it really complements the exterior pearl white of the car. One of the first things you notice about the interior when you come in is this dash and how it's finished in Alcantara. It's a really nice feel to it. Coming down here, you get the carbon fiber around the navigation window, and these buttons all have a really nice feel to them. It's almost like an insulated feel when you touch the button. So the feedback, it feels luxurious. It's really nice. And then the center console continues down with all leather material with no cheap plastics at all. You can see this aluminum finish here, and the aluminum finish all around the driver tab, the neutral tab, and the reverse tabs. It's a really nice touch. And then moving along here to the door panel, you can see that the entire door panel is finished in leather with a real nice touch of red contrast stitching against the black. And then looking down here, you can see that the trim for the door accessories is finished in aluminum as well. And then coming down here, you can see that this little storage compartment has a real nice lining of Alcantara as well. So overall, the finish of the door panel along with the finish of the whole entire interior is excellent in my opinion. One of the things that I want to talk to you guys about that I really like a lot, and you guys may find this kind of comical, is the feeling of the paddle shifters. They have a really nice feel to them, and when you're clicking it, it just kind of gives you a feeling of satisfaction and luxury. The next thing I really like about the interior is the visibility. Man, I'll tell you what, you guys, I have been in a lot of exotic cars, and none of them come close to the visibility of the McLaren 720S. Let me show you what I mean. The windshield is fairly large. Now, I'm not really sure how much this is portrayed through the camera, but it's a very good sized windshield. And one of the things I want to point out that makes the visibility in this car as good as it is the size of this A-pillar. It's a very thin A-pillar that yields to barely any obstruction of view from this side of the vehicle. And then when you look at the blind spots, when you turn around, there's no real blind spot in this car. And on the passenger side, it's the same story. No blind spot, and the A-pillar, which is right here, and the B-pillar are very small, causing no obstruction of view. So one of the things that I really appreciate about the McLaren 720S is the ample storage space that McLaren provides its owners. Check this out. So this is the front of the McLaren 720, and as you can see, it's fairly large. It's really nice because you can fit a lot of things in here that you would buy on a daily basis, maybe even a small set of golf clubs or a small suitcase or a carry-on suitcase. And it's a big plus because I remember when I had the Lamborghini Huracan, one of the things that really bugged me about the car was the lack of space. And anytime my wife and I wanted to go out, shopping or buy something for the house, something smaller, obviously for the house, we couldn't do that in the Huracan because of the lack of space that it had, but not so much in the 720S, which is a huge plus. And then check this out too. If you look at the rear of the car, there's a lot of storage space here as well. Obviously, you don't want to put anything too large that's too tall, because then it will prevent you from seeing out the rear window. But the point is that the McLaren 720S has a lot of storage space, whether you're talking about the rear of the car or the front, which is a very nice bonus. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about regarding the things that I like about the McLaren 720S is going to be how nice the suspension is and how compliant it is. Now, in my experience of having other cars like the Porsche 911 Turbo S, the Lamborghini Huracan, Nissan GT-R, and some others, I certainly find the McLaren to have the best ride out of all those cars. The suspension is plush, it's compliant, you know, the absorption of suspension is very good. You don't feel jittery, you don't feel the bumps to be harsh, you don't feel that anytime you go over a bump you have to pucker up because your teeth are about to fall off. It's not like that, especially in comfort mode. It's a very smooth ride. So if this is something that is important to you and you're looking for, you don't have to worry about it with the McLaren 720S. All right guys, so those are the things that I really like about the McLaren 720S. But now the question is, are there things that I don't like about the 720S? And the answer is certainly yes, there are things I don't like about it, and I'm about to show you what they are. Let's go inside. All right, so the first thing is going to be regards to build quality. The first thing that I noticed was this. Look at this. What is going on over here? So the carbon fiber piece on the steering wheel, the whole thing just kind of slides off. And I had talked to one of my friends and asked them, maybe it was just my car, maybe there was a broken clip or something on the steering wheel, but it turns out that even he had the same problem. This should not be acceptable on a car that, you know, cost anywhere between $350,000 to $400,000. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about that I really don't like about the car, and it just doesn't make any sense to me, is this wing. The wing is up right now, right? And I want to go inside the car and put the wing down. Watch, should be easy, right? Let's go do it. Okay, and let's put the wing down by pressing this Aero button right here. Air brake restricted, vehicle speed too low. I can't put the wing down if the car is stationary. So that means if I had parked the car and forgot the wing up, I have to get back in the car, I gotta move the car out, I have to go up to speed and then press the Aero button for the wing to come down, all because I can't put the wing down when the car is parked. Come on. The next thing that drives me a little bit crazy about this car is the brake feel, or lack of. So this car is equipped with carbon ceramic brakes, so you would think that this feel of the brake pedal as you're depressing the brake pedal is very linear to the actual feeling that you get when you press on the brakes, but it's not. There's like a dead spot in the car, so as you're braking and as you're pressing on the brake, there is no feedback, there's no bite on the brakes. So you get on the brakes, and you're like, okay, is the car gonna stop? Okay, is the car gonna stop? And then finally, when you get like 30% into the pedal, the brakes finally start to bite. Now, I will say, once you get on the brakes, once you get past that 30%, the brakes start to bite. At that point, they brake very well. But getting to the initial bite, there's just too much dead travel in the brake pedal, and I don't like it. Okay, so the next thing that I don't like about the car is the lack of glove box. There is no glove box in this car. You get your wife in here, she wants to put some miscellaneous things, guess what? She can't do that because there's no glove box. All right, so another thing that drives me a little crazy are the seat controls. Now, I have driven in a lot of cars, and the seat controls are the last thing that I would think would really bug me. In this car, they do. Let me show you why. The first thing you typically do to change your seat controls is you put your hand on the side of the seat and you check for the controls. Well, guess what? There are no controls here at all. Okay, fine. Then you check the door, right? Like the Mercedes has. Okay, there's nothing here. So nothing here and nothing here. So already this is strange. Then you look on this side of the seat and you see some button for memory and nothing else. So after playing around a little bit, you actually find the seat controls. They are way down here. And I don't know if you guys can see them. Once you have found the seat controls, now you're like, all right, we're getting somewhere. And then you start to play with them. And you said, okay, this is how I go forward. Oh, no, that's not how I go forward. This is how I go forward. Nope, that's not how I go forward. This is how you go forward. Nope, that's not how you go forward. How in the world do I go forward? So the point is that they're very, very hard to figure out in regards to what button does what in the seat. The seat controls suck. That's all there is to it. All right, guys, so that concludes today's video of the McLaren 720S and what I like about it and what I dislike about it. If there's one key takeaway I want you guys to take from this video, it's the fact that the dislikes that I mentioned are very insignificant in comparison to the likes. Yes, you know, the car doesn't have a glove box, but as I showed you guys, it has ample storage on the inside and outside. Yes, the seat controls kind of suck, but who cares? You have a memory option for that. So overall, do not look at these dislikes and think that they are deal breakers, because they are far from it. The likes of this video way overshadow tenfold the dislikes. Go drive the car and I guarantee you guys you will love it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, put your notifications on, and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys next video.